Hi, and welcome inside the studios of the Education Network. I'm Rick Blackwell, and I'm so proud to be a part of this Battle of the Books, the high school division. Welcome to the School District of Palm Beach County's Grand Battle of the Books. This is sponsored by Library Media Services with the support of Educational Technology, Informational Technology, and the Education Network. Now, book titles come from the District Battle of the Books, from the Sunshine State Young Readers Award, and the Florida Teens Read List. Titles for these state-sponsored reading programs are selected annually by a statewide committee of school library media specialists. Students have read and discussed many of the 15 titles in their age division throughout this school year. In the first round of the Battle of the Books, teams from participating schools, they participated in an online competition. It was multiple choice. We had many teams compete. We're down to the top two teams, and they come to us from two amazing schools. To my left, we have Suncoast Community High School. Welcome to you guys. And to my right, we have the team from West Boca Community High School. If they look familiar, many of them were back from last year's team. Congratulations. We determined they came in second at the finals last year. But boy, exciting that you guys are back this year. And first, let's talk to Maya. You're the captain over here at West Boca. What do you remember about last year? Has it been something that's inspired you, motivated you as you enter the finals this year?
Yeah, I remember it pretty vividly. It was a lot of fun, and that's always going to be the thing I remember the most from it. But it was also definitely a learning experience. It's very interesting to sort of be with my teammates and have to confer with each other, and that was really fun.
Well, it sounds like you got a great group this year. Let's meet the contestants from West Boca. We'll start down at the end. The newbie, right? This is your first. The other four were here last year, but let's just go right down the line and say hi and say your name.
Okay. Hi, my name is Kira. It's nice to be here.
I'm Carla. I was here last year, so.
I'm Natalie. I was here last year.
I'm still Joseph Gonzalez.
All right, Joseph, good to see you. Maya, let me ask you, tell me about your love for reading. Where does it come from? How much do you love to read, and just how much of a part of life is it for you?
I don't know, I've always been a big reader. I've been doing Battle of the Books since I was in 4th grade, so it's definitely been one of the bigger motivators, especially as now I'm in high school. I don't have as much time to read, so I like that having this sort of competition makes me remember that I should read. I should just sit down, take a book, and it relaxes me, especially applying for colleges and all that.
Yeah, you got a lot on your plate, right? So sometimes it's a great opportunity to relax. So thank you so much for being here. Suncoast Community High School, good to see you guys.
Hey.
Shreya, how you been?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm great. Suncoast always seems to do well in these academic competition. Any pressure? Just what do you feel about this particular group, and what's it been like being a part of Battle of the Books?
I think most of all, it's like Suncoast is like a pretty big academic school. So when we were like, oh yeah, this is Battle of the Books, it's like the kind of community that we're in is pretty like really inclusive to these sorts of activities, which really helped. And we had a lot of freedom to choose who we wanted to do and how we wanted to read. So us, a group of friends, were like, oh, we should do this. This seems like really cool. And we don't have a lot of time to read because now we have to do some academic stuff in our junior year. So really having a lot of fun.
So it's been a good team.
It's been a great time.
And everybody's kind of coming together.
Mm-hmm.
Let's meet the rest of the teammates from Suncoast. We'll start down at the end.
Hi, my name is Shannon.
Hi, Shannon.
Hi, my name is Emily.
Hi, my name is Talia.
Talia, so good to see you guys. And again, thank you very much for being here. Let's get this thing started, right? We're going to do it in reverse alphabetical order. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to start with the team from West Boca. And I do want to thank Rebecca Smickler from the Department of Educational Technology as the official scorekeeper, Stephanie Sunshine as the timekeeper, and Lisa Seymour from Library Media Services as our contest judge. And copies of each title used in the Grand Battle are available for reference. I'm going to ask teams questions that will begin with the phrase, in which book, and the teams must answer with the name of the book and the author. First team that makes it to 125 points after even ups will be crowned the winner of this year's Grand Battle of the Books. Based again on reverse alphabetical order, team name. We're going to start with West Boca. I'm just going to go back and forth. Let's have some fun and let's get it started. West Boca. In which book does the reader find out the main character's true identity on the last page?
The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes.
That is incorrect. Suncoast. In which book is the smell of cooking compared to the Cuban siren song?
A Cuban Girl's Guide to Tea and Tomorrow by Laura Taylor Namey.
That is correct. Wes Boca, in which book does the narrator request to meet the supercomputer that won Jeopardy?
Hardwired by Vlahos.
That's correct.
Oh, just hit
Suncoast, in which book is a descendant of mythological Jason of Golden Fleece fame, the one trying to seek her rightful place among the gods, still walking the earth?
This Poison Heart by Kaylin Bayron.
Correct. Wes Boca, in which book does a character state, quote, the things that poetry can do are far more important than the things it can't?
In the Wildlife by Zedner.
In the Wildlife by Zedner.
That is correct. Suncoast, in which book does a character write that words are stuck in my mind like an axe buried in the stump?
In the Wildlife by Jeff Sedner.
Correct. Wes Boca, in which book can you find the quote, people who live for tomorrow should fear the people who live for today?
The Prison Healer by Nani.
That is incorrect. Suncoast, in which book does a character hide behind curtains as he watches another character get ambushed?
Angel of Greenwood by Randy Pink.
That's correct. Wes Boca, in which book was a flower shop customer heartbroken because the white, quote, evening star roses he gets every Sunday for his deceased wife weren't available?
This Poison Heart by Bayron.
That is correct. Suncoast, in which book does a character grow a prize-winning juniper tree?
Angel of Greenwood, Randy Pink.
That is correct. We are off to a great start in the high school division of the Battle of the Books. Suncoast taking on Wes Boca. We'll be right back right after this.
Before you hit the beach, Buddy and his friends want you to know the flags when you go to the beach. Freddie has a red flag with a swimmer crossed out. That means stay out of the water. Laguna has a purple flag. Watch out for jellyfish and other sea life that can hurt you. Oakley has a red flag. Conditions are unsafe. Currents and waves are strong. Buddy has a yellow flag. Use caution in the water. Mia has a green flag. It's safe to swim in the water, but remember to listen to the lifeguards. Those are your flags. Look for the flags at the lifeguard stand at the beach. Have a great swim.
Welcome back inside the studios of the Education Network. I'm Rick Blackwell. It is the high school finals between Suncoast and Wes Boca Community High School. So glad that you're joining us. Two great teams. We're off to a great start. Let's continue on now. We're going to compete until we have a winner. Wes Boca, next question goes to you. In which book does a character have a black hole inside their heart?
A Cuban Girl's Guide to Tea and Tomorrow by Namey.
That is incorrect. Suncoast, in which book does a girl blackmail a mayor to stop beating his son with photos of the mayor cheating on his wife?
The Girls I've Been by Tess Sharp.
Correct. Wes Boca, in which book can you find one of the characters making the statement, quote, keep your friends close and your enemies closer?
The Girls I've Been by Sharp.
That is incorrect. Suncoast, in which book will you find a recipe for a breakup?
A Cuban Girl's Guide to Tea and Tomorrow by Laura Taylor Namey.
Correct. Wes Boca, in which book does the narrator choose to drag a dying scientist with frozen lungs to a warmer location to help her live before he runs away?
Hardwired by Vlahos.
Hardwired by Vlahos.
Correct. Suncoast, in which book was a baseball to blame for an accident that took place in the book, cause a plaster wall to come crashing down?
XOXO by Axio.
Correct. Wes Boca, in which book do two bank robbers take seven people hostage to try to get the keys to a safe deposit box?
The Girls I've Been by Tess Sharp.
Correct. Suncoast. In which book do the two main characters first meet when one of them jabs another kid in the arm with a pencil at her locker at school?
What Beauty There Is by Corey Anderson.
Correct. West Boca. Which book does one main character go to another main character's house with a group of carolers singing Silent Night, Holy Night?
What Beauty There Is, Anderson.
What Beauty There Is by Anderson.
That is correct. Suncoast. In which book does the narrator remember a 17 game-winning streak for Magic: The Gathering tournaments?
Hardwired by Vlahos.
That is correct. West Boca. In which book does someone go to Ghana, Africa to find their own magic, wanting to, quote, change rooms and help people?
A Cuban Girl's Guide to Teen Tomorrow by Naomi.
That is correct. Suncoast. In which book is one of the characters on episode 78 of a 100-episode weekend TV drama?
XOXO by Axio.
Correct. West Boca. In which book does a princess give a character a magic amulet?
The prison healer by Nani.
The Prison Healer by Nani.
That's correct. Suncoast. In what book can you find the quote, "We can't stop smiling at each other. A smile cascade. Smiles falling like dominoes"?
In the Wildlife by Zettner.
That is incorrect. West Boca. In which book is there a fire underwater?
Angel of Greenwood by Pink.
That is incorrect. Suncoast. In which book does a character use a fire-resistant salve?
Prison Healer by Lynette Noni.
That is correct. West Boca. In which book does a character tell another that I can't imagine anyone being better at melding body and spirit and soul and song?
A Cuban Girl's Guide to Teen Tomorrow by Naomi.
That is incorrect. Suncoast. In which book does a character say, no one comes running through the airport to stop me, and on Sunday I board a place and fly home?
XOXO by Axio.
That's correct. West Boca. In which book does a character do a summer research project with a personal connection?
You'd Be Home Now by Glasgow.
That is incorrect. Suncoast. In which book does a character get arrested on purpose?
In the Wildlife Zettner.
That is incorrect. West Boca. In which book does a matching watch give away a person's betrayal of a family they were charged with keeping safe?
Girl from Nowhere by Rosenhan.
That is correct. Suncoast. In which book does the narrator meet the man that she shoots and turns into the FBI on a tennis court?
All the Girls I've Been, Tess Sharp.
Yes, correct answer. West Boca. In which book did the main character tell his imprisoned father that his mother had hanged herself?
What Beauty There Is, Anderson.
What Beauty There Is by Anderson.
That is correct. Suncoast. In which book is the main character left with less than $14 after he gives $2 to his brother for a school field trip?
What Beauty There Is, Anderson.
That is correct. West Boca. In what book does an English newspaper print an editorial warning parents against exposing their daughters to so fatal a contagion?
A Cuban Girl's Guide to Teen Tomorrow by Naomi.
Incorrect. Suncoast. In which book does a character accuse another of, quote, gone girling him, framing him for her murder?
House of Hollow, Sutherland.
Correct. West Boca. In which book does a parent heavily rely on the Find Friends app to keep track of his or her children?
House of Hollow, Southern.
House of Hollow by Sutherland.
That's correct. Suncoast, in which book is there a room with walls reaching 2 stories and a ladder on wheels like a library? Only on the shelves are jars, not books.
This Poison Heart by Bayron.
Correct. West Boca, in which book can you find the quote, "I will spend the rest of the summer underwater, weightless and unharmed and silent and safe"?
A Cuban Girl's Guide to Teen Tomorrow by Naomi.
That is incorrect. Suncoast, in which book does a character volunteer to ward off depression?
Mona Star. Mona Star Laura Lee Goolish?
Judges, what do you think about that one?
No.
Incorrect.
What is it?
West Boca, in which book did a 17-year-old tell a warden that he was 18 so he could visit his father in jail after not seeing him for 7 years?
What Beauty There Is, Anderson.
What Beauty There Is by Anderson.
Correct. Suncoast, in which book does one of the characters receive the following advice? Quote, "They should always hold your hand, and they should never walk in front of you. They should walk next to you."
Okay. You'd Be Home Now, Glasgow.
That is correct. West Boca, in which book does the narrator befriend a girl who writes to him about having her leg amputated to remove the Ewing sarcoma in her femur?
Hardwired by Vlahos.
Correct. Suncoast, in which book does one of the characters describe starting school as swimming in the ocean?
You'd Be Home Now, Glasgow.
That's correct. West Boca, in which book is the unlock code to a family's private flat the zip code of Miami?
A Cuban Girl's Guide to Teen Tomorrow by Naomi.
Correct. Suncoast, in which book does a plane flying low in circles create a foreboding, ominous sight?
Hardwired Vlahos.
Incorrect. West Boca, in which book does a character give up his seat on a public bus for an elderly person?
A Cuban Girl's Guide to Teen Tomorrow by Naomi.
Incorrect. Suncoast, in which book do we find the Miami Herald headline, "Miami Teens Save the Date at Congressman Alon's Charity Fundraiser"?
Cuban Girl's Guide to Teen Tomorrow by Naomi.
Correct. West Boca, in which book does a main character bury his mother with her rainbow blanket behind a barn?
What Beauty There Is, Anderson.
What Beauty There Is by Anderson.
That is correct. Suncoast, in which book did a younger brother call the phone number in a calculus textbook to find help?
What Beauty There Is, Anderson.
Correct. West Boca, in which book is a character's favorite Marvel character, Bucky, because, quote, "he lives in the shadow of his best friend"?
In the Wildlife by Sedner.
Correct. Suncoast, in which book does a main character's father, quote, "eat or be eaten" from the book White Fang?
What Beauty There Is, Anderson.
That is correct. West Boca, in which book does a character use a secret code to communicate with their family?
The Girls I've Been by Sharp.
That is incorrect. Suncoast, in which book would you find the quote, "My idiot brother"? However, she rolled her eyes, "it seems even crown princes can be swayed by a pretty face"?
The Prison Healer, Noni.
That is correct. West Boca, in which book do 2 bank robbers shoot a bank guard in the arm?
The Girls I've Been by Sharp.
That is correct. Suncoast, in which book does a character say, quote, "Some people go missing because they want to, some because they're taken, others go missing because they fall through a gap somewhere and can't claw their way back"?
House of Hollow, Sutherland.
That is correct. West Boca, in which book does a character live on a volcano?
Girl from Nowhere by Rosenhan.
That is incorrect. Suncoast, in which book does a character say, quote, "We all knew the impact of our beauty, and we all dealt with it in different ways"?
House of Hollow, Sutherland.
That is correct. All right, we have a winner in the high school division. Two amazing teams competing, Suncoast and West Boca, and we'll be right back with the winner. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Welcome back to the studios of the Education Network. I'm Rick Blackwell with Lisa Seymour from Library Media Services. These high school kids, they always impress us, right?
They really do. They are fantastic with all that they have on their plates with college applications, AP classes, IB classes, ACE classes. That they take the time to read these books and be a part of the competition is awesome.
And what I love about it too is they really have a joy for reading, and of course this competition encourages that, motivates, inspires. What did you think overall of the participation of the media specialists in the high school level itself to get the kids really excited about these Sunshine State books?
This year the participation was higher than ever, so I really, really congratulate our media specialists for getting our kids reading, and not just in classes, reading for the joy of it. They seem to lose that when they get to high school, and they've really helped bring back that joy of reading.
And what's been fun talking to some of the contestants is that they participated in Battle of the Books when they were in elementary school. So pat on the back for the media specialists, and also pat on the back for your team. They did a great job today.
Thank you so much. I want to say thank you to Rebecca Smikla from Educational Technology, Stephanie Sunshine from Library Media Services, Nolan Rowell, the manager from Library Media Services and Instructional Materials, and Sue Marino and Francesca Kramer from Library Media Services. I couldn't have put this battle together without their help.
All right, great teams behind the scenes, great teams in front of the camera. It's time now to announce our second place team in the high school division. Lisa, I'm going to give you the honors.
Our second place team this year is Reed Bulls from West Boca.
Congratulations to West Boca Community Hospital. West Boca Community High School. Congratulations. They came in second last year, and they did come in second place this year, but so many teams participating. So really a wonderful accomplishment, and we want to first reach out to you, Maya. That was exciting. I know you wanted to leave with the championship trophy, but it has to make you feel good that you guys came together as a group. The four of you were here last year, and you're back again this year. That's quite an accomplishment.
Yes, it is. I'm really just very grateful for my team for being here. I had a great time on this journey with all of you. It's great time to be here with you guys today. Thank you. You were a great competition.
Tell us about the journey. Do you guys get together? Do you guys text about books? What's that process like of coming together as a team?
Well, after we establish ourselves as a team, we mostly we meet up every once in a while to talk about our books and rant about what happens in them. And we have a group chat, so we'd also text there sometimes, like, hey, you want to get together? How's the books going? Stuff like that, yeah.
It's always fun to be around other like-minded students who really celebrate literacy and reading. So congratulations again to West Boca. Great job. All right, Lisa, that means our first place team is from
Suncoast High School.
All right. Go Chargers. Congratulations to the team from Suncoast. And boy, they did an exceptional job. Just talking to them a little bit off camera. Collectively, they sort of worked. You know, some kids read certain books, other kids read other books, but together they really were the champions today. And Shreya, just tell me, how much fun was that to be with your friends and to win a championship?
What a wild ride it was. I've participated in other like academic things, but they don't have that sort of teamwork that Battle of the Books really had. Oh my God, my teammates were amazing. We would meet up every once in a while, and we would like rant about the unbelievable things that would happen in certain books, the things that we really enjoyed, and it was just a really fun time together. I really appreciated this.
And what was fun too is looking at your table, everybody seemed to kind of contribute about the same. You know, some teams it's like one person that answers all the questions, but everybody was contributing over at the Suncoast team.
Absolutely. We split apart the books because we all wanted to have a chance to read new books and have some experience, because some of our team members did already read the books beforehand. So we were like, we're not going to make you reread the books you've already read. So we switched the books around a lot, so we all had like the chance to read them, and it was really fun.
All right, you guys will always have this together as the champions of Battle of the Books in 2023. Very exciting. Lisa, it's always so much fun to get together with in the high school division. We're always so impressed with these kids, but we have one champion. We're going to give them now the Kavanaugh Cup in memory of Kim Kavanaugh, who did so much for this competition. I'm going to let you get the honors to hand them the trophy, but just some final comments about the competition.
The competition was great. These guys were poised. The camaraderie with the teams was amazing. The chemistry you guys have is phenomenal, and I can tell that you guys really enjoy spending time with each other as well as with reading these books. It was fantastic.
All right, that's so much of a part of it. Lisa, I'm going to let you hand the trophy over to the team from Suncoast Community High School. Once again, they are our champions in the high school division. Congratulations.